Jamaican Jerk Festival New York LLC launches 10th anniversary of Grace Jamaican Jerk Festival New York.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to make this festival happen.
Caribbeans in fashion meet and greet at Mist in Harlem.
When you're going shopping, look out for Caribbean designers, because when we support us, we grow stronger.
Brunch Stew Snapper with celebrity chef Patrick Simpson on this week's Inna the Kitchen. Reggae Culture Salute 2019 pays tribute to the Wailers. You're watching Come Chat With Me, a Caribbean lifestyle magazine, and I'm your host, Ziggie Bless. Next year, 2020, is the 10th anniversary of the Jamaican Jerk Festival. VP Records held a reception at the Resorts World Casino for sponsors and select media, launching the 10th anniversary of the Jamaican Jerk Festival in 2020.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to make this festival happen. 2020, we're going to have our 10th anniversary, so we're starting to talk to all our stakeholders from now.
How has the journey been from then time up until now?
Well, you know, it's been, I would say, awesome in terms of we had this crazy idea and then we put it together and it blossomed into something that really is taking over the world. We have our own festivals and there are a lot of other spin-off festivals, which we don't mind because it supports the idea that jerk is something that should be celebrated. You know, Jamaica has coffee, has its rum, the reggae music, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Shelley and Fraser, and jerk is the next big thing.
You know, next year is the 10th anniversary of the festival. And we decided, well, you know what? We need to sort of tell our sponsors about what the plans are for the 10th anniversary so that, you know, you can put it in your budget from now.
For us, sponsoring the Grace Jamaican Jerk Festival was not really a big stretch. Because the first thing is, it was all about our community. It's all about family values. It's all about entertaining and enjoying the best of what the Caribbean and Jamaica is about. But what really sealed the deal for us, Eddie, was the level of organization that we saw in your team. When we saw how your team executed, we said, this is a group we can be a part of. This is a group that we're comfortable as sponsors, that the product that you will actually develop and execute over time is very compatible and very much aligned with who we are as a company.
It's important for us to come on board because we are actually 15 minutes away from Roy Williams Park. So that way we could just incorporate ourselves within the South Jamaica, Queens, Rochdale, Rosedale community. So that way people know, you know, Resorts World Casino, they know our name and everything like that.
We're blessed to think that every year, year in and year out for the last 9 years, next year 10 years, that we put on a very good show. You know, and sometimes the consumer comes in, they look around and see the beautiful venue and enjoy it, and you know, they take it for granted how this thing come together. You know, and the people that work hard in the background usually get left out, you know, especially the better the job you do. It's funny, right? In the event planning business, the better the job you do, nobody remember, you know, but make one thing go wrong and everybody say, who's in charge of this area? It's 10 years, and especially with the Jerk Festival where you have two groups of people and other brands, and people are not too sure, you know, who does what. You have a title sponsor in Grace, but there's no Grace people that put on the event necessarily. Grace people are there to look after Grace brand. Then you have South Florida group that brought the festival to New York, and then you had VP Record. The next group of people are people that have really worked with the festival for the last 10 years, and you never see them. You know, you wonder for 10 years how incident free. Everybody says it's great. The festival has grown. These are the unsung heroes. This last year with the postponement of the festival, moved from July to August. Suppose I tell her that I think 6 of the artists them fly in the morning of the show.
Wow.
And everything went seamlessly.
For the 2020 now event, which is the 10th anniversary, which I'm sure is going to be real big, what can the patron expect?
Well, like we announced that we're trying to sectionalize the show a little bit more. We hope to introduce the new wellness area, health and wellness. You know, as a diaspora, you know, we gotta, you know, start becoming aware of our health, become more aware of it. So we want to expand on that. The sponsor of tonight, which is Resort World Casino, is going to come up with a hospitality area. The big announcement is really the vegan area. You know, we're a food festival. Veganism is big right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to introduce a vegan area. We're here to expand the sponsorship. If we get the sponsorship, then we can go with a bigger artist. We want to step up the stage. We want to step up the artists. We're talking to some big names. We have a big festival. We got a 15 to 20,000 people coming out. You want to perform in front of them? Then we're going to invite you, and hopefully you will want to come.
CAFE, Caribbean American Fashion Exchange, is dedicated to the strengthening and development of the Caribbean's fashion industry.
What we're doing is celebrating and acknowledging Caribbean fashion designers, merchandisers, people in the beauty industry, people of Caribbean descent that are doing business in the fashion and beauty industry. This evening also supports the CAFE Scholarship. CAFE, the Caribbean American Fashion Exchange. We've established a scholarship at the Fashion Institute of Technology. It's for Caribbean students who live in the Caribbean to come and study at FIT. And you can study whatever discipline because fashion is not just design.
My name is Nikia Collins. I am a 60-year-old designer from St. Kitts, and I have been sewing since I was 6 years old. This is a piece from elements of the ocean. This is inspired by the Midnight Zone, where the gold is found in the ocean. So I decided to embrace it a little more by creating a gold.
Shafia Gashad, also from St. Kitts Nevis. And please tell us who you are, how you happen to be here, and what's your inspiration.
Hello, good night. My name is Shafia Gashad. I'm a 19-year-old designer from St. Kitts. My collection is called The Rebellion and it is inspired by a historical site by the name of Bloody Point back home in my country.
I'm a costume designer by day. My forte right now is basically in costume design, but I do dabble in couture also and ready to wear, swimwear. I dabble in a little of everything.
The collection you're looking at is from Midnight Rose for my spring 2020 collection. We're missing the white this season, but we did it before. But the red is signify beauty of the rose and the black is midnight.
This is the Caribbean look. I'm ready for the spring 2020 and what I'm going to be showing is very bright color. And some people call me a master knitter. I was told how to knit and crochet by the women in my community in a small town of the Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata.
I do face paint, body art. Everything I do acts as an amplifier to all kinds of messages, movements. I love representing everything that has to do with honoring the African diaspora, honoring my roots, honoring the deities, honoring those powers that be.
I'm wearing Donna Dove, right? This dress is called the Mother. It's made up of about 13 shirts. And yes, the earrings are also Donna Dove, as are the rings. Okay, Donna Dove is from Trinidad and Tobago. She's a fine artist, and she's also the creative director and designer for Pagua Mass Band.
Hello everybody, how are you doing today? It's the Fashion Ambassador coming to you straight from NYC, and we are at Miss Harlem. We are at the Caribbean Fashion Show, Worldwide Caribbean Fashion. And today I created my own image of my clothes head to toe. I styled it myself, and I'm also an international fashion stylist. and as well as my jean jacket. It was made by a local artist in Las Vegas, Lake Las Vegas, named Sarah. And Sarah made the jean jacket for me. She worked on it overnight, and she did it with my brand. My brand name is Fashion Ambassador.
When you're going shopping, look out for Caribbean designers, because when we support us, we grow stronger.
We are the sound of 100,000 coming off the road. We are the vibration that you feel when the music low. Oh, yeah. How you moving so high? Take it on and go with the flow. Don't bitch up, bend your back and wind it up for that. Give me that one time. Give me that, girl. Give me that. I go too far, wine like a criminal. This is sunshine for me, make a man. Get down and wine like a criminal, like a criminal, like a criminal.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Wailer in the kitchen. In the kitchen. Okay, guys, you know I'm always gonna have something great for you guys. And this week, I'm gonna be turning it up. I'm gonna be doing a brown stew snapper, and I'm gonna be twisting this up a little bit because a lot of time people like to cook the traditional way. I always like to make changes and do something totally different. I have my fish nicely cut up and clean. All my dry ingredients I'm gonna sprinkle onto it. I'm sprinkling my Old Bay, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some garlic powder, some onion powder. I always go for the jerk season to help give me that spiciness. So after this point, I'm gonna also drizzle a little bit of olive oil, not too much, just to help me when I'm ready to rub it together. It makes it a little bit more easy to massage the season in. Put some fresh garlic in, have him nice and ready. I put a little bit of Old Bay season in my all-purpose flour with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just to kind of give the flour some flavor going on. I just don't like when food is bland. Food is supposed to be flavorful and it's supposed to be memorable. So this is what I'm shooting for. I'm gonna take my fish and I'm gonna coat the fish properly in the flour on both sides, make him nicely covered. I'm gonna add a little piece of Scotch bonnet pepper and a little bit of fresh thyme just to give my oil some flavor. Then I'm gonna put my fish in and I'm gonna let them fry for probably about, I would say 3 minutes on each sides. Then I'm gonna turn them over, and when I turn them over, they should be nice golden brown. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. My oil is nice and flavorful, my fish is flavorful, my flour is flavorful. So right now I have a wonderful flavor profile going on right now. So that is definitely something that I was shooting for, and that's actually what I'm getting right now. If you could only smell what's happening right now, wow, the smell is like crazy. At this point, I'm gonna take them out of the oil, just to set them aside for a couple minutes, so I can start working on my sauce. Now my sauce, I'm gonna use the same oil that the fish fry in, and I'm gonna put my onion, red bell pepper, my green bell pepper, some scallions, some thyme, all my fresh ingredients, and I'm gonna let this saute for probably about, I would say probably about a minute on a low flame because I don't want it to burn or anything. Gonna put some fresh garlic in, and my fresh garlic, then I'm also gonna put a little bit more Scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm gonna sprinkle some dry ingredients. Well, as you know, I always put a twist to things, and a lot of time if you're making it, you don't have okra and you don't have all the other ingredients like the crackers and all those other stuff that go into it, you can be creative. So this time I'm putting some Brussels sprout in, and as you know, Brussels is very healthy for you, and I'm also gonna put some string bean in. So I want it to be flavorful, I want it to be colorful, but I'm also gonna add a little bit of white wine. What you know about that? So now I'm gonna take my fish and put my fish inside the pot, and when I put it back in the pot, then I'm gonna take my sauce and I'm gonna pour my sauce over the fish. I'm also gonna add some corn in the cob because you know already you want to have a nice body going on for it. pour the sauce over the fish, and then I'm gonna let this probably cook on a nice low flame for, I would say, for probably about another 2 more minutes. And after this 2 more minutes of it cooking, it's gonna start getting thick, so I really don't have to add any flour or any kind of other ingredients to it or anything. So I'm just gonna stick with it just the way like this. Just let it cook just like this, nice. You can taste as you go along. If it wants a little bit more salt, I don't think it needs any more pepper, but whatever you think it needs to suit your likings as to what. I'm serving this real simple and real easy. This is something that you're definitely going to enjoy. As you can see, my presentation looking real good. You can always change stuff up. You can always twist it around. You can serve with some rice. You can serve with some veg. You can go with even some salad. You get yourself a nice slice of pear and you're good to go, and you enjoy this with a glass of lemonade or a glass of white wine. So until I catch you next week, go and enjoy this fish dish, and the recipe is also going to be in my cookbook.
Reggae Culture Salute 2019. Yeah man, you know that's the occasion. Come chat with me, we are in the building, and tonight they're going to be honoring the living legend Wailer with the Pinnacle Awards tonight. You don't know, so the vibe is going to be great, so keep it locked. Right, so to come chat with me.
This is the Reggae Culture Salute 2019.
Jah is my light and my salvation. So whom shall I fear? He's my guide throughout this creation. So whom shall I be afraid?
They're young, dressed in red. Must be the children that Moses led. Who takes on the mountains to set my people free?
For it is written, princes shall come out of Egypt. Ethiopia shall soon stretch out her hands unto Jah, Rastafari. And so them sing, and so them chant, and so them wail. We're not the problem, we are the change. I see you're in
receiving the Pinnacle Award on behalf of the group, the original group of vocalists that is known as the Wailers, Robert Marley, Peter Tosh, and the Honorable Bunny Wailer. So he has livicated his future awards as Bunny Wailer to the Wailers. We are celebrating next year the 50th anniversary of the Soul Rebels Soul Revolution album, which led right into Catch a Fire and Burning. So it's an auspicious time for us to be presenting the Wailers Trio to re-image the identity of the group, separate from what people know as the Wailers Band, which is really the solo backing band for Bob Marley. But this is now the vocalists, the trio.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
On behalf, I'd like to present this Pinnacle Award to you, and may you enjoy it, treasure it, because you're so special.
It's a journey, and as Miss Pat says, we have to keep the original ownership of this music. So it's important that we as Jamaicans tribute ourselves. We have a lot of fans all over the world. I'm sure there's a lot of Wailers tribute bands that are springing up in every country. You know what I mean? But we as Jamaica and original must hold the originality.
Bunny Wailer, you don't know, asked us to represent him and represent the Wailers. And so, yeah, we as individual artists now say, you know what, Wailers are individual artists, Peter Tosh, Bob Marley and Bunny Wailer. So just like they did, they brought their forces together for the greater good. Same thing we are doing in this time, this generation.
There are many surprises coming, so you have to just look forward to it. This is our second live stage performance. So and so much has happened already, you know what I mean? So I think that's in the works for sure. I'm sure a lot of production, merch, music, probably even movies, who knows? Because we can act, we have Bob, bro. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So we can do anything right now. So the sky's the limit with this project that Maxine and Bonnie Williams put together. So from here, it's just the sky, the moon, the stars.
And Holy Vibes is a fire, we bring this fire, because the music is spiritual, it connects with us. So we are going to just give it to you. Understand? Because we already have it.
One of them grew up from their youth, and we used to sing with the tartans. And when we reach, and Bob leave and come up far, and me and Peter and Bonnie, I do the thing together. Tread along, tread and like it like that, and me and them sing them music.
Your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. Make your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. Come on. Sometimes I feel like I would eat a whole heap of blouse and skirt, Jamaican food. Me just remember some nice food that I love to eat. Tommy, you ever eat some tonka meal and red peas, rich with coconut milk and some steamed calaluna calabash? And the treat you right, I wanna love you. Every day and every night we'll be together. Let me see hands in the air, come on. With a roof right over it, we share a shelter. Everybody on my single.
You don't know me, I break down the thing them too, no. In the entertainment field and thing. Seeing? Yeah man, whether movie or no matter what, sports, anything when I see and like, I'm gonna reason about it. But just reason about it. See, but especially the artist thing, the Jamaican artist thing. Because we know what going on with them, See? So we're gonna make you know what going on. So make sure you check that out, alright? Ziggy said, yeah man, respect and thanks. Bless.
Thanks for watching Come Chat With Me. See you next week.
Jamaica is a nice place to live. We have everything, the sunshine, the rivers, and the good Ray and Nephew rum.
Simply Kills.
Come chat with me.